What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 6 of our hammer form steel guitar build. In this episode we finally get it all tacked together. It is one piece now. There's obviously a lot of work left to do to get it smoothed out and make it look good. I weighed it, it's about 6.5 maybe 7.5 pounds. I don't really trust our scale, but it feels heavy obviously, but it's not as heavy as I thought, which is good. There's still no pickups or anything in it. Let's get going with part 6. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Okay, so I was a little nervous about that process, but so far so good. I have to replace a couple little screws, I think. These little stainless screws are all threading into all these little holes really well, and that'll hold the pick guards on, hold the pickup rings on. So I'm happy that that's done. And then I have these other spare screws that we'll throw in for the painting process. So we'll screw all these little Phillips heads in here once we're ready to paint this and everything, so it doesn't get any paint in the threads. I completely agree with anyone that says that that's uglier than snot, but it's really hard to get in there, especially in here, and clean everything up. I definitely need to file some edges on these pickup rings a little more. But truth be told, you're not gonna be able to see any of this. I might clean this up as best I can and throw some black primer in here, or rust inhibitor maybe. We'll see what I can find. And then the next step with this neck pocket I need to tack weld in some spots. When you put the neck in, there's a big gap right there, a little bit of a gap there, some funkiness. And then this edge right here got sanded a little too far. So when the neck's sitting in there, it kind of leans out a little bit. So that's my next thing, is to kind of try and chase those problems a little bit. We're going to put these little rubber grommets into these electrical holes here once we're all said and done, and that'll help some of the wires not get chewed up. And also what you saw, we welded in some little tubes right here, so when the pickup wires come in and the switch wire, it can go in through here, and the input wire can also go in through here, so it'll keep the wires from kind of rattling around in there. When you're playing this guitar, all the controls are going to be on the bottom, so it'll be knobs and switch down here. That's good progress. Well, she is all together. Obviously I have a ton of tacking to do and some hammering and shaping and grinding left to do. I don't think that I'll be, maybe not recording that just because that's not the most exciting thing. All these tacks seem to have taken pretty well. Inside here, there it is. I put it on our scale, which is probably not the most accurate thing. It says 6.5 pounds. I'm gonna guess it's 7 to 7.5. It feels pretty heavy. Obviously it's steel. You know, there's a lot of big gaps and stuff that I'm gonna have to tack away at, and we plugged from the back our holes for the buck, and I'll fill those in. And as I was doing this, I was like, I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? And it was the strap buttons. I'll figure that out. I was gonna have a nut welded on the back for these, but I couldn't really find a nut that was any bigger than the ones that we're using for these. And it was a really small bolt going into here. So I wasn't really trusting that anyway. Have to figure something else with that. Thanks for watching, folks. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, Alder and Maine. We'll get this thing smoothed out some more, and we'll start putting some primer on it, get some color on it. We'll see you next time.